This is why I train in martial arts. On June 10th, 2017, in Alexandria, Virginia, of the United States of America, a lone gunman saw some members of Congress practicing in a baseball field. They were practicing for a charity game that they play against the Democrats. The people on the field were Republicans. According to eyewitnesses, the shooter asked if those were Republicans on the field. Someone who lives around there said, yes, those are Republicans on the field. So the shooter decides to go back and get a gun and come back and try to kill them. One member of Congress was injured. The shooter ended up being killed by police who were returning fire. So my condolences and prayers go out to everyone who was involved in the situation and all their families. I even feel bad for the family of the shooter because I'm sure they did not endorse him doing such a thing. And I pray for the congressman. So far, I hear he's doing okay. And I even pray for the little boy who was there. There was a 10-year-old there who had to witness the situation. And the reason why I put this on the martial arts channel is because it's my opinion that the exercise we call one-step sparring shows how conflicts escalate. Okay? In one-step sparring, you have an attacker, you have a defender. The attacker down blocks and yells. That's like an interview before an attack. The defender yells and nods. When the defender yells, that's like the defender either giving the attacker information that he wants or an excuse that he or she wants to continue the attack. And then the attacker does his attack, and then the defender defends themselves and counterattacks. Now, I'm not putting this out here I don't blame anyone for any type of attacks but the person that's attacking. Okay? I want to make that clear. But I do think the exercise of one-step sparring, a lot of people say, oh, it's a dead drill and all this other stuff. No. I think it is a good way for us to study an abstraction of how conflict escalates. So what I'm going to do, I was going to play some footage that describes what happened at the scene, along with myself and my son doing one-step sparring. So you can see how they line up and what we really should be thinking about when we're doing one-step sparring. So let's take a look.
Purpose for coming here, but going to that field and asking if who was playing on this field.
Sure.
Told that this was the Republicans practicing.
Here.
And shortly after that is when the gunfire began.
Here.
People reporting upwards of 50 shots fired, perhaps an exchange of fire between Hodgkinson and the Capitol police officers who were there.
Here.
Doing a detail for Congressman Scalise, a very fortunate situation because ordinarily these congressional members do not have a security detail, but because Scalise is the minority whip, he was out there on the field and happened to have security because that is what he's entitled to in that leadership position. And had it not been for those brave Capitol police officers,
here.
a lot of the congressional members commenting, Lord only knows what would have happened. They were like sitting ducks out there with no protection, with the man aiming a gun at them as they practiced. They were diving for cover in the dugout. A 10-year-old boy, one of a congressman's sons there, they had to shield that young man.
Here.
So imagine this chaotic scene when these bullets started flying, homeowners all around reporting the gunfire, wondering where it was coming from. Were they safe? Schools had to be locked in. The situation for quite some time, they're very tense, but things, as you can see from the screen right now, much more calm as we're hearing that the lone gunman who was taken into custody after being shot, James T. Hodgkinson was transported to the hospital and has now, according to President Trump, we're hearing is now deceased. The other victims currently being treated and in far better condition, right. Thank goodness.
And you just...
You know, what really gets me about this particular situation is that's such an innocent question. Nobody would think that someone asking who's playing baseball is going to lead to someone trying to commit mass murder. You know what? I hope they play the game to really show a Taekwondo tenet of indomitable spirit that we're not going to let terrorism keep us down in this country. Peace.
Call 301-894-6616. You want to find out more? go to cecilryu.org, cecilryu.org. Peace.